I want to talk with you for just a moment about three options to stop debt collection calls. And those three options are, number one, you can pay the debt. Number two, you can send a cease and desist letter. Or number three, you can sue the debt collector if it is breaking the law. So let's look at those very quickly. The first option is you pay the debt. And if you owe the debt and you know that you owe it, and you're dealing with an honorable debt collector that is following the laws and treating you with respect, not calling your neighbors, not threatening you illegally, not lying to you, then that's the best option. If the debt collector is following the law, then there's no basis to sue them. And if they're treating you respectfully and following the law, why would you send a cease and desist letter? You just pay them. You work out arrangements to pay the debts that you owe. Now the second option is send a cease and desist letter. And that really only comes about if you're dealing with a dishonorable, law-breaking debt collector. And the idea is you send this letter and now they have to stop calling you. And it's funny, when we try these cases, the defense lawyers love to get up and say, you know, we were breaking the law and we're doing all this bad stuff, but if you had just sent us a piece of paper that said cease all communication, you could have stopped this. You have to protect us from ourselves. Go, well, that's kind of a weird argument. And I think juries find that to be a very weird argument. And think about this. If you have a debt collector that's willing to call your neighbors illegally, to threaten to garnish your wages without a lawsuit, to sue you after the statute of limitations, to come have you arrested, whatever it may be that they are doing, whatever crazy nonsense they're threatening you with, do you really think you typing out a letter that says, please cease communication with me, and you send that to them, this debt collector that violates the law, flagrantly breaking the law, is going to read that letter and go, oh wow, I got the letter, can't do this anymore, now I need to start obeying the law. It doesn't work that way. They get those letters, throw them in the trash. Say, we never got them. We've had them do that even when it's sent certified. You say, well, here's the little green card, you signed for it. They go, you see, somebody stole the mail and signed the green card for us. We never got it. So a cease and desist letter is really kind of silly when you're dealing with an abusive debt collector. So the third option is, if you are dealing with an abusive debt collector, sue them. That's what Congress passed the law for. That is something that will help protect you and protect others. And it protects the honorable debt collectors that follow the law. Remember our first option? If you owe the debt, you're dealing with an honorable debt collection agency, pay the debt. Well, those guys can only survive if the ones that are breaking the law, that are calling your neighbors, that are threatening you illegally, if those guys are sued. If they're not sued, then the good guys, the guys that are following the law, they'll be out of business. So three options. Pay an honorable debt collector if you owe the debt, send a cease and desist, or file a lawsuit. Or I suppose the fourth option is you could ignore it, but that's not going to make the call stop. If you live in Alabama and you have questions about dealing with an abusive debt collector and whether or not they're violating the law, whether or not the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act applies, and if you have questions about what your options are in suing that debt collector, feel free to give us a call. My name is John Watts. You can reach me at 205-879-2447. Or you can fill out one of our contact forms on our website, and we'll be glad to get back in touch with you. Thank you very much.